How's it going? Happy Friday. Don't mind me, I'm just enjoying a slice of pizza. I haven't gone live in a bit. As I told you guys, I want to kind of focus more on my edited content, but I will check in every once in a while, see how everybody's doing, get a pulse on how people are enjoying the videos. Hi Armani, how are you? Happy Friday. Hey Big Back. Hey, how's it going, y'all? Happy Friday. Y'all, this pizza is really good. It's really good. What are you guys up to? Hmm. Don't forget to like the video as you guys come in. I enjoyed your adventure video. Thank you. Are you talking about when I went to Joshua Tree? Thank you. That was my first time camping. And some colleagues were like, oh, hey, you should come camping with us. And I was like, mm. One of my colleagues had to literally convince me to go. I like how you played confused and let them fix the tent. I was confused. I wasn't playing. I've never set up a tent before in my life. I've never been camping before, so I would have never known how to do that. I'm sure if I looked at the instructions, I could have did it, but I was just like, why struggle when I could just let the pros do it? They've been camping like 60,000 times. Hmm. So as you guys saw, mm, whoa, influx of people. Hello, everyone. Hi, Gabby. For those of you who are new, my name is Soulspiration. I'm your digital bestie, your confidence coach. And my channel is about helping people come into their becoming, you know? It's also about pizza sometimes. But I give you confidence in speaking, dating, self development, all the things. Thank you for liking the video as you guys come in. I appreciate that. If you're here, thumb me up. Do you speak Korean? No, I don't speak any Korean. Someone told me how to say something once, but I forgot. Sorry. Hi, Joseph. Don't look at my nails. Will you do consultations? Yes, I will. I was trying to figure out the audience, by the way, Armani. Um, Today I had an epiphany. I was thinking I could focus on adults, or I could do both. I could do people who are in high school, college, and then those who are like trying to become more communicationally developed in their career, and then of course just confidence all around. Getting rid of social anxiety, feeling like you can look someone in the eye and talk to them, ask people more profound questions, things like that. Having deeper and richer conversations. Yeah. I should have got 3 slices. Mm. Mm. This was my second one. I should have got 3. I guess I am being a big bag. Can I gift 100? Jackson. You may. That's my Cash App. God bless. Have a good day. Thank you, Andrew. Likewise. Your eyes lit up so fast when you read that comment. Much appreciated if you do. Truly. You know. I see someone here that's wearing a uniform that I used to wear when I was a kid. Have you been surfing? Yes. Like, I think 3 times in my whole life. Jackson, I feel like you're trolling. People have sent me money before, and they don't do all of that. So, if you guys feel inclined to bless me, sure. I'm totally open, grateful. Cash App's there. My goal is to help people with communication and confidence. Like, that's my goal. And I give people wisdom and advice that I've received that I think are super helpful. So when people feel like they want to bless me for it, especially if they feel like it's helpful, then absolutely. What would you charge for consultations? It depends on what you're looking for. So, if it's more focused towards communication and public speaking, that would have a separate thing. If you're looking for more like social anxiety, confidence coaching, things of that nature, that would be separate. Um, yeah, but I have to get those details for you because I want to charge affordably, but also that makes sense, you know. Hi, Shari. How are you? It's been a while. How are you? How's the house? I just finished some pizza. The thing about pizza is that it doesn't make you full. I want like 3 more slices. What is Shari's icon? That's her moderator. The wrench, the little wrench thing, it's moderator. I was just scrolling on YouTube and found you. I didn't get a notification saying you were live. That's weird. Do you have your notifications on? Oh my god, I just had some pizza. My partner and I made our own pizzas last night. Oh, that sounds good. I haven't made my own pizza before, truthfully. It doesn't seem that hard. I just haven't done it. How did it turn out? Was it good? And what kind of pizza was it? Oh, you can show me, Pat? Okay. Okay, so you bought the base of the pizza. Some people kind of, that sounds good too. Some people make the dough. Like I have a colleague, he's Italian. Um, actually, is he Sicilian? I forget. I think he's Italian. But he's really up there, so he's old school. He's like in his 70s. He's a part of my communication club. And he's got like a pizza oven, like an old school brick pizza oven in the back of his house. So I know that whenever he makes pizza, it's probably really good. I haven't had it yet, but he makes everything from scratch. His meatballs, his um, pizza dough. So, but that sounds good too. It was good. I put cheese, capsicum, bacon, ham, cream cheese. So that does sound good actually. I just had simple old pepperoni, which you can't go wrong with pepperoni. You also make meatballs from scratch, Pat? That's cool. Do you occasionally sneak meat in? Pizza is good. You should decide what you would. Yeah, I do. And also, I'm not vegetarian anymore. It's been at least 6 months. I eat fish and I eat seafood now. I also had an extreme amount of chicken recently too, and then I just had pepperoni. So yeah, but who knows? Maybe I'll go back vegetarian. Maybe I'll go back vegan. It's just about balance, moderation. The vegan life just wasn't really permanently. It just wasn't working for me. Vegetarian life, I think it's good to go back and forth. Like, okay, this month I'm gonna have just seafood. Next month I'm just gonna have no meat at all, no whatever. And then the next month I'm gonna have like chicken or whatever. What have you done today? If I'm being totally honest, you guys, today was like a chill day. I slept in, I made breakfast. Um, I did a little bit of social media for a client. And yeah, and then I just drove over to where we meet for my club because I left this when I had that 95th anniversary thing. I don't know if you guys saw it. I'll make a short about it, but I left this over there, and my colleague, the Italian guy I was telling you about, the old guy, he was like, "Hey, you left this at the hotel, at the hotel event spot we had the event at." And I was like, "Oh my god, thank you for, keeping that." So then just last night, he goes, "Hey, did you get your gimbal and your tripod?" I was like, "No." Because he had it in his car. And I was like, he's like, "Did you get it?" I was like, "No, I didn't get it." I was like, "How would I have gotten it? You didn't even tell me you brought it in." So he goes, "Oh, ask so and so to open the door for you." So I literally just came back from the community planning center so I can get that from the shelf from the people who close up. So, and then I was like, "I'm gonna get some pizza because I'm hungry." So that's what I did today. And I'm gonna go back home. Probably just call my mom. My phone just said you're live. That was a bit late. Oh, that's funny. Here's some ginger ale. Ginger ale is so good, but it's got so much sugar in it. That sounds good. At least you got out of the house. Yeah. I'm going to focus on like creating a kind of, not a strict schedule, but more of a schedule that's like as if I had a 9 to 5. Because say what you want about a 9 to 5, but 9 to 5s, they help me stay on track, I've noticed. Even though I haven't had one for like a year and a half, I realized that 9 to 5 schedule, it helps you stay on track, you know? It's so cold here. I'm in my warm bed still. My surgery went well. Oh, that's right. That was the last thing that happened. Your surgery. I'm glad to hear it went well, Shari. Still drink Olipop? I sure do, Armani. I just had an Olipop this morning. This is 10 times the sugar. It was the banana cream Olipop flavor. I need to stick to those because those are like 4 grams of sugar, and this is like way more. I'm like embarrassed to say how much sugar it is because it's just way too much. I love you. Thank you, Pat. I received that. I love you guys back. I'm about to get up and make a warm water with lime in it. A warm water with lime. Interesting. I've had water with lemon and it was usually cold. I never had warm water with lime. Interesting. Is that good? It must be because you put the tongue emoji. How do you feel about cream soda flavor? Oh, like the root beer float kind of thing? Or what's the cream soda flavor? Oh, the banana cream. It's good. I like it. Honestly, like all the flavors are good. So you like Olipop too, Armani, or what? Pat says he loves cream soda flavor. Pat, what's your name? Is it Pat? Is it Patrick? Is it Patterson? What else could Pat be short for? Unless even Pat is a nickname. Pat, are you Haitian? But Patrickson is just some nod word stuff. What is nod word? No, I said Patterson, not Patrickson. I would like to be a mod. Also, I've never heard of Patterson as a first name. You made him mad. Okay, yeah, we can interchange mods or money. No problem. Yeah, Patterson is usually a last name. Wow, excuse me. I'm just trying to figure out what Pat gets. Pat is only short for Patrick, in my opinion. Did you guys watch my most recent video? Hi, Noodle Man. My name is Patrickson. Is it? Patrickson. That sounds like a last name too. Okay, Patrickson. Noodleman, what's up? What's new? How are you? You know what I'd like to know about you guys? What do you guys like to do in your free time? Yeah, my dad's name is Patrick, so he just added the son. Because you're his son. Ah! Patrice, Patricia, Fitzpatrick. Yeah, but those are women's names. And I know Pat is a guy, so I didn't guess Patrice or Patricia or anything like that. Fitzpatrick is also a last name, or Fitzgerald, but that's not Pat. So, oh yeah, normally warm water and lime helps digest food properly, keeps you full for longer. Oh, today is Friday the 13th, isn't it? That's crazy. Let's see. I didn't even notice that. Yeah. So Friday is Venus. Like every day is associated with a planet, and I'm trying to remember the planets. I know like Tuesday is Mars. Oh, before I get into that, Shari, I need to try drinking warm water so I could stay full longer. Sounds like it's a necessity. Today is Saturday the 14th. Yeah, for you. You're a whole day ahead of us. Yeah, I just noticed too. Remember people used to make Friday the 13th like a really big deal. But today is Venus Day. So Tuesday is Mars. I think Thursday is Jupiter. Friday is Venus. Saturday is Saturn. Sunday is, I forgot. But Friday is Venus Day, and Venus is about self-care. Well, Venus is the planet of beauty. So whenever it's Friday, especially as ladies, do something to take care of yourself. It doesn't have to always be aesthetic, but it can be something like aesthetic, like nails or hair or makeup. Like it could be that, or maybe you just take a bubble bath. But for guys, do something that like is taking care of yourself. And for ladies too. So Venus is it's the planet of love, beauty, romance, all those things. So every Friday, make sure you're taking time to take care of yourself, because it magnifies the self-love and the self-care. I'm your Venus. I'm your fire, your desire. Beauty, beautiful. Yes, beauty, beautiful. You need to get tense. Why would I get tense? You are very beautiful. Thank you. You're so well articulate. Thank you. I hope so, because I'm, working on my communication coaching and public speaking coaching. So I hope that I'm articulate. People are going to be like, how are you going to be my coach if you can't even speak? Good things, Pat. I was waiting for you to just start rocking out and singing. You know I can't go live without doing that, Shari. It's only a matter of time. So, drop in the chat, what are you guys going to do for self-care today? Shari's making herself a warm glass of water with lime. I forgot to tell you guys this. I did some yoga on my mat, and I watched a video and did a yoga session. I'm not sure what I'm watching over here. This is what are you guys gonna do for self-care today? I'm gonna massage myself. Okay, that doesn't seem very easy, but hey, whatever areas you can reach. Good for you, Pat. I know, it's cool. Thanks, girl. So yeah, I did some yoga on my mat today. And that was like it was a grounding session. I did yoga that focused on my root chakra. And for those of you who don't know, root chakra, it helps you with grounding. And it's connected to all the things that we need for stability. So your shelter, your finances, your feeling safe, feeling protected, feeling grounded, just like the most basic level of existence. So that's what I focused on, because sometimes life can get crazy and you feel ungrounded. So you want to work on your root chakra, which is closest to like you're up under you where you sit, that center point between the earth and where you sit. Um, it's mostly my legs. I can replace all of those things for you. Okay, thanks, Pat. Really just be kind to yourself, be generous to your body. Remember to listen to your body before you do anything, so you and your body do not get overwhelmed, stressed. Love, self-care, self-care. 100%. Listening to your body is so important. Like if your body knows you can't take any more food or any more exercise, even sometimes we overdo it with exercise. If it can't take any more social media and like scrolling, listen to your body. Like if your eyes are just like, oh my god, I can't take anymore, but you're just like me sometimes, stop. Just throw the phone away or put the food down. Self-pleasure too. Sure, that's in there too. And there's different forms of pleasure, right? Food. Everyone gets pleasure from different types of things. Relaxing, watching your favorite show, bubble baths, reading a nice book with some tea. It sounds so relaxing right now. I'm getting sleepy. The obvious. Spending time with friends and family. There's all sorts of pleasure. Do you have videos on YouTube, Shari? You're dropping knowledge. Yeah. Shari, looks like you'll have your first subscriber if you do decide to make videos or money. Did you see the pictures on Facebook of me at the hospital? I didn't. I did not. I have to take a peek. I'm not on Facebook that much. Most of the stuff I post on Instagram goes to my Facebook, but it's not me posting to Facebook directly. But I'll have to check them out. Why, were you taking selfies in the hospital bed? what was I saying before? Don't do YouTube, sorry. Pat, I'm not answering that question. Yeah. Let me ask you guys this. When you yeah, pretty much. So yeah, all the stuff that you guys all the stuff that you guys the self-care, the what do you call it? The yeah, like the meditation, the chakras, like all this, the self-care and stuff like that, it helps with confidence, which is really the topic of today's video. But your gaze said it all. What did it say? Thank you, Dwayne. I appreciate you. Yay. Dwayne's a real one. He be cash after me. And may your money come back to you double, Dwayne. Yeah. Yeah, you got your 100. Definitely, if you're doing self-care, taking care of your body, it makes you feel more confident, it makes you feel sexy, it makes you feel cleaner, it makes you feel healthier. Yes, it does. It does, it does, it does, it does, it does. Even just sitting, like, doing a 20-minute yoga session made me feel more collected, more grounded. It helped me break the social media scroll that I was on. I still have those moments, y'all. Like, I don't come on here pretending to be holier than thou. I just work with what I know, and I share my progress along the way, really. What kind of yoga do you do? I think it's considered vinyasa, or called vinyasa. And I also do yin with sound bowls. Sound bowls. It's my favorite. When I was working a 9 to 5, I would go to yoga like twice a week after work, and it was just the best way to wind down. Now I've got different types of stressors, and it's more so about how I'm going to do my business, which is just as stressful. So but it's making me feel different. It makes me feel more like I'm doing something for me, my legacy, you know. That sounds fun. It is fun. You guys should try it if you haven't. There's a bunch of YouTube videos on yoga. If you've never tried it before, just get a mat or some type of like rug. It's really about connecting to your body and your breath. That's really what it's about. And what I noticed is that I became more mindful. So, for example, everything I used to do felt like a chore, right? Like if I was, stirring a pot or doing something. It's like everything that I felt like a chore. Cleaning, cooking, and I'm just like, no, if I just stop and enjoy what I'm doing, everything won't feel like a chore. And yoga helped me get to that place. Had a bubble bath last night for 30 minutes just to give your body that relaxation. Big help. That sounds nice. You should do it and I'll watch you. Crap. I don't have a tub. I have a standing shower. And I really want a tub so I can have a bubble bath. That's a luxury I took for granted when I was living at home. My place does yin and hot yoga flows. They also have a tarot session coming up. Oh, so you're into that stuff, Armani. Okay. I like that. I have done hot. Wait, have I done hot yoga? No. It was like a super hot, crazy workout we did. Maybe it was hot yoga with weights. Whew. It's crazy. So you like getting your tarot, your cards read? I like getting my cards read too. I told you last time you were on live. Really? It's been a while. I'm sure you did. I didn't realize you were into that stuff. Honestly, like, I have to be careful with who I tell these things to. Because people think I'm weird or crazy. Because I'm into, like, a lot of things. I'm into astrology. I'm into crystals. I'm into the planets and alignment and yoga and connecting to the breath. I'm reconnecting back to my cultural spirituality. Um, if you guys watch the movie Sinners, not voodoo, not voodoo. Voodoo is I think that's more Haitian, more like hoodoo. Hoodoo is the other one. Hoodoo, not voodoo. It's interesting how they almost like they sound the same. Hoodoo, voodoo. Um, but I won't get too much on that because that might scare people. So don't want to scare y'all. And no, it's not demonic. That face I pulled eating the lime. Forgot about the sour part. Girl, limes are so too sour for me. But yeah, you know it's so funny that last time I was at church, this might turn into a whole different video, but first of all, I don't know where I want to go with this. The last time I went to a church, which was probably like 4 or 5 months ago, the last church I went to, it just completely shut down. Not all of the branches, but just the one location I was going to. And it's funny because when I went to Colombia, when I came back from Colombia, I was like, for some reason, I don't feel like going back to church. Like, for some reason, I don't really know why I'm not feeling called to go back the way I first started. And I wanted to find community and find people and do these things. Hi, Soria. And then when I got there, I realized I can't talk about the things that I'm into because they're not going to accept me. And don't get me wrong, like I loved the community. I loved I loved the community. I loved going to hear the word and stuff like that. But I realized whenever I would go places with some of the people there, I remember asking somebody, "What's your sign? Like, what's your astrology sign?" And then they were like, I'm not really into that." And I was like, "Oh, oops!" Like I forgot that that type of crowd doesn't really get into that, but I'm very into it. So I realized if I told them half the stuff I'm into, they're gonna think I'm like a witch. Maybe I am, but I mean, maybe that's not a bad thing. So I was just like, this isn't even like, I don't know, this isn't the place for me anymore. I just have to be real. Even though I love the community, maybe I don't know. I just realized like if I said half the stuff I talked to you guys about, they would be like, I want to pray for you, Sadika. Oh my goodness. What are you guys saying? Rihanna. Okay, I've heard that before. Good, Soria. How are you doing? Because your body is probably not fully with it. You need to get in the mindset to actually want to go to believe in something that's there. If you don't believe in that, your body won't understand why. No, I 100%. Here's the thing, y'all. I grew up in the church. Like I grew up in the church. I grew up as a Christian. I know when I used to like catch the Holy Ghost. Like I'm very connected. But it's just that I think as time has gone, I've started to understand what it is I'm reading in the Bible differently than other people. And I understand that a lot of things are connected more than we like to acknowledge. So the fact that I'm into these other things, they're kind of like focused on, oh no, it's only this. And if it's outside of that, then it can't be. And if it's outside of that, then you're of the world or you're demonic or you're this or you're that. And it has to be just what this is. And I've learned to realize that a lot of these texts and concepts are saying the exact same thing. It's just they can't they're not interpreting it the same way. But I don't tell people these things because I know that when people go to church and they go to find hope and faith, that that's a real thing for people. People come from the trenches and change their life, and get into the word and get into church, stuff like that. So I don't tell people, oh, it's, I just tell them, I just let them have their own faith because they should. And I have a similar faith. It's just been broadened, I think is what it is. But those who choose to kind of stay exactly where they are right there, like it's got to be this, it's got to be that, it can't go outside of this box. I let them just do that because that's what they need to believe, and everyone has their own faith and their own ways of coping and finding a foundation and a grounding, if that makes sense. None of that is weirder than manifestation. Are people that judgmental where you live? I mean, it's not about like specifically where I live. It's just about if I were to step into any church in any part of the country, I think, especially a Christian church, I think they would think the same thing. Like, why are you talking about astrology? Why are you into crystals? Why are you into this? Why are you into that? And I just am. I feel connected and called to it. But I also read the word. But interestingly enough, I'll read the word and find the exact same stuff that I'm into in that same word. So, a witch. I'm not a witch. I'm just being funny. Like I don't like I've never called myself that before. I don't really do like the herbs and the concoctions that other people be doing. I don't do that stuff. So, I'm just being funny, but they think you crazy. We're going to pray for you. Tonight I'm having chicken carbonara. I'm cooking the chicken breast on the barbecue to grill. It's so good. That does sound good. Sure, you be eating good, girl. You right. Yeah. Estoy aquí. ¿Cómo estás hoy, love? Hola, Rob. Estoy bien, gracias. ¿Cómo estás tú? ¿Cómo has estado? Hace mucho tiempo. Come around, girl. I will. One day I really want to go to Australia. I told my mom since I was a kid that I used to want to go to Australia. Like as a kid, I'd always be like, I want to go to Australia. I want to go to Australia. I was just drawn to Australia as a child. I would still love to go. It'd be the longest flight of all time, though. Hold on, y'all. We can do face masks, have a drink, dance around, cook, and cook. That sounds amazing, actually. What did you learn today that you did not know yesterday? That if you yawn or practice yawning, the same place where you draw like strength from your diaphragm is the same place, is the same thing that happens when you yawn. So if you go, oh, when you yawn, if you have a problem with talking quietly, if you yawn or pretend you're yawning, you can connect to your diaphragm by yawning. And then remember where you did that from and then speak from there. That's what I learned today. What did you learn today, Rob? The more I look at you, the finer you get. Thanks, Pat. Nah, Shorty really is one of them sleepers. What is sleepers? My new house is all white and white tiles. And my house smells like limes and fresh flowers. Went to buy flowers for the house yesterday. Yes, queen. I love that. I love that. All right, let me get out of this tight parking spot I just put myself in. I had to do what I had to do. Parking is crazy around here, so. Oh, and I just love tapping this car. Hope you guys can see that. Okay, now that I'm about to start driving, I'm not gonna, hold on, y'all. I'm not gonna look at my screen as much. This is such a nice neighborhood. It's so quiet. Parking is terrible, but the neighborhood is a vibe for sure. Like, who wouldn't want to live over here? So, I managed to squeeze out of that parking spot. I sure did. I sure did. So I'm headed back home now. The plan was to eat my pizza at home, but I was like, you know, I haven't gone live in a while. I'm really hungry, and I would rather just eat it right now. Sometimes you gotta enjoy stuff while it's hot, you know? Get it while it's hot. For the new folks, I'm Soulspiration. I am your confidence digital bestie, here to support you in every aspect of your life. Confidence in your social life, professional life, dating, and just becoming the best version of you. That's what you can get from this channel. Check out my content, subscribe. We're a real community over here. For real, for real. For real, for real. Yeah. See, I'm going home. It's been almost an hour since I've been live. really beautiful dough. Thank you. I'm gonna read your comment, Rob, once I get to this red light. I'm being a good girl. I'm being a safe girl. Okay, you said. Oh, you guys are talking to each other. Okay. We're talking about Spanish. You know what's funny about guys? Guys in real life, I feel like they're afraid to call women beautiful, and it's not 100% their fault. But guys are definitely a lot more like expressive and open and honest online than they are in person. I feel like nowadays guys today, they'll look at you like they're mad at you, but really they think they think you're cute. I'm like, I would have thought you had a problem with me by the way you were looking at me. It's so weird, these guys today. I don't know, but it's just honestly, it's just the socially awkward stage we're in society. We're just like, but not everybody, you know. It's just only some people. A lot of people are still in relationships too, so. Armani said, what are you grateful for? I am grateful for the fact that I have everything I need. Right? And that's what my grounding root work chakra, my grounding work was about. It was about acknowledging the fact that I have everything that I need, you know. So that's what I'm grateful for. What are you grateful for? I'll read the rest of you guys' comments in a bit. I may not have everything I want yet, but I have everything that I need. And you can take that for granted, because as soon as you don't have everything you need, that's when your grounding gets, your foundational stuff gets kind of knocked out of whack, you know. And then you realize, dang, what was I complaining about? You know what I'm saying? So always being grateful for the fact that you have everything you need, because your most basics are so important to have. Shelter, clothing, food, you know, a clean places to get clean. A place to sleep. The basics are so important. I just want to turn here. The basics are super important. And we take them for granted. Alright, let me turn my brightness up because I can't see. I've been getting too aroused in person. Pat, oh my goodness. Did you hear about the news in Iran today? To suppress the arousal. Oh my goodness. I did not hear about the news in Iran. What's going on in Iran? Iran. Wait, maybe I do. Oh, you know what? I don't. You know what it was? Someone gave me some Iranian bread called sangak. Sangak or something. And that's why I was like thinking about Iran. I'm like, oh, it wasn't the news. It was this really tasty Iranian bread someone just gave me like 3 hours ago. So, other than that, no. What is going on in Iran? I'm grateful for having a roof over my head, food on the table, a warm bed to lay in at nighttime. Yes, exactly. Why do we take that stuff for granted, y'all? That is nothing to take for granted. Nothing. Especially when you start moving to these like expensive states and cities in California, and you see how people are living on the street like crazy. It is insane. Or even New York City, you know? Oh yeah, about to park. Don't forget about. And just gotta feel me. Have you guys heard that song by well, her name is Tidra Moses. It's an old song, Be Your Girl, but then K Tronada, the house music guy, he like mixed a song together. It's kind of old, but I low-key just got put on, and it's a good song. Anyway, everyone, what's one food that you can eat for 5 years that you won't get bored of? 5 years. Oof. Armani says eggs. Great protein and versatile dishes. Okay, that's a good point. I'm not gonna lie, I'm an alcoholic. You, Shari? Pat. I'm not sure like what you want me to say to that, but I guess the first step is acknowledging it, right? Some people are in denial about that. So, and I'm not trying to be funny when I say that. Like some people have like a legit issue and don't know it. So I think the first step is acknowledging it, and you've done that. So, and I support you if you want to get help. I really do. Yeah, just in case you think I'm weird. I'm grateful for your followers. Aw. I'm grateful for you guys too. Just in case you think I'm weird. I don't think you're weird, Pat. I just think you're honest. I think you're really honest. I've been babysitting this Canada Dry for a minute. You know, Pat, this actually might help you drinking ginger ale instead of, I don't know what you drink, but. You helped me though. I think I drank too much and was having acute alcohol poisoning, but I just watched your video for an hour. Oh, I'm glad to help. You mean this video for an hour, or was it another video? Consider something carbonated. Oh, my live. Okay, I see. I see. So you're 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 a little toasty watching this right now. So I just seen a notification. It was like, oh snap. Have you tried ginger ale? Something about ginger ale. Long story short, I'm drunk AF. Gotcha. Okay. Four Locos. Man, I haven't heard about those since like high school. Pat, take it easy. You said you drank some water. That's good. Don't give it a rest for the night. And drink some fruit juice or something. You're done for life. I motivated you. I'd be super honored to find that I'm the reason why you are done. I'm gonna just go to rehab in the morning. I can't quit cold turkey. No, I agree. No, I agree. Like, you can't quit cold turkey. I know this isn't the equivalent, but just like I couldn't go vegan straight away, I slowly let go of things. It's not something, because your body will go into shock. So you absolutely should take it slow. When your body gets, if your body's been on it for a long time and then you just stop completely, your body will go into shock. So absolutely go and get some like professional people who know what the body needs and the best way to wean yourself off of it, you know? Yo, I'm telling you though, carbonation, it can help with you feeling like you need that. A close person in my life uses carbonation sometimes to get, just to not want to drink beer or to not want to drink other things. Do you want to go right now? Do you have to go to rehab in the morning? Or do you want to go right now? Maybe you should go right now. Like, why are you waiting to go in the morning instead of right now? Why not? Wait, what do you mean your last day? What do you mean by that? Are you going live during any of the protests in your city tomorrow? I did hear about the protests happening tomorrow. I will not be attending any of the protests, truthfully. Oh, you mean you're at your last day intoxicated? I see. Well, you know, they say you can have the intention of going in the morning, but you could change your mind and then be like, oh, I'll go the next day or the next day or the next day. I might as well just go right now. Enough about me. I'm sorry for spilling. No, I'm glad you shared with me and us because, like, who else are you gonna tell? You know? Or I don't know who you could tell. But I really think that if you're gonna go, you should go. Right now. I'm muted. You can't hear me? Alright, I'm gonna go inside. I can hear perfect. Okay. What time is it where you are? It is 7:39 p.m. and the sun is still up. Well, the sun's not up, but it's still light outside. Let me show you this. The sun doesn't really go down till like 8 p.m. nowadays. I don't know if you can see that. Your volume was down? Okay, no problem. Yeah, because you're in Florida, right, Pat? Yeah, you're on East Coast time. 11%. I think I can make it in the house before my phone dies. Last time I did this and I walked from my car to my place, the phone died. But I think 11% will probably last a little longer than that 4% that I had last time. We'll see. Time will tell. Time goes by. All right, let me get this pizza box. Y'all, I'm carrying all this crazy stuff. Hold on. I got my tripod, this pizza box, my ginger ale. Let me put this in here. Put that in the trash. Okay. You must have a mansion. Well, I don't really share too much about my dwelling situation. I just try to keep things as personal as I can. Some things need to just stay. You know, I share a lot as it is. Most of you already know what city I live in and stuff like that. So, you know my name. So I don't really share too much. One day it's in my hand. Hold on. Toss this. Okay. You look different in different lightings. Because I'm a shapeshifter. I hope that's not a bad thing. Clean this. I'd like to experience an East Coast summer. Like, I want to be in Nantucket or something. Martha's Vineyard, you know? Somewhere on that side of the country. And you gotta feel me. You ever lock your car and then hope that you locked your car? You're like, did I lock my car? What time is it? Even though I locked it like 4 times. I'm like, wait, did I lock my car? Somebody broke in my car because I left it open one time. I guess it's the way the photons reflect on the electrons on the screen. Okay, scientist Pat. Yeah, I think depending on the lighting, it can look different. I've lived on this side of town, you guys, for 4.5 years. The end of this year will be 5 years. Time flies, truly. Should I use voice text? If you want it. Hold on, y'all. Don't be got a girl. I keep forgetting this elevator is down. Oh my god. I look like I would have been good in the military. You guys, truth be told, I actually contemplated joining the military. Just for the benefits, though. I was like, oh yeah, I'll join the military for the benefits. But it's not worth it, in my opinion. So anyway. I live in an old school complex where planes go by every like 5 seconds. You have to do all this to get to your door. Well, there's 2 elevators, and the one near the one that I just went to, that elevator's down. I live in an old complex, so the elevators go down all the time. And I live on one of the higher floors, so if I had to take the stairs, it would be terrible. It's like walking through a jail, looking up the doors. To join the Air Force to learn about planes, but their ideals and mine don't match. Really? I wanted to join the Air Force too. That's because I heard they call it the chair force. Out of all the military branches, they call it the chair force because you're doing the least amount of work. I'm like, that's my type of party right there. Is it pretty expensive where you live in the area? I feel like the whole city is expensive, honestly. And this complex is really old. Hold on, y'all. Now I can hold you guys up like a normal human being. I gotta turn on the lights so my phone doesn't die. Yeah, I got my tripod back in business. Hold on, y'all. I need to charge up my phone. There's this guy, the way he was looking at me when I came up. Oh my gosh. I think I've seen him before, I'm not sure, but the way he was walking and looking at me,
I was like, are you okay, bro? But I just was kind of like halfway smiling because I was talking to you guys. And I just kind of looked at him like this just to see what he was going to do. And he was just like, he's like the way. These guys are so like, how about hello? Like, I don't know why they won't even say hi. I mean, sometimes I say hello when they look like they're being nervous, but can't say hi all the time. Sometimes you gotta put it in his court. See if he has any cajones, you know? Anyway. You gotta feel me. And I don't be gotta go. Oh wait, I can't use the mouse because I'm charging the phone. Whatever. Do you guys have one of these 12 block chargers for your phone? I never use this, but I should because it comes in handy. Anyway. Alright, y'all, maybe I'll end it here. I feel like we've kind of chatted about a few things. Pat, I hope that you're okay. And check out my most recent video if you guys haven't already. I think you'd like it. It's more on how to be an effective speaker. And it was my first kind of like speaking gig. My first like speaking opportunity off-site where I normally speak. So that was exciting. I made a short on it. You guys may have saw that. And then I took it to, and I made a long version. I just showed you like the full video of what I did that day. Check that out, like it, comment, let me know if you thought it was good or not. Other than that, happy Friday, happy Venus Day. Good chatting with you guys, catching up, and we will connect soon. Okay. Until next time. Bye, y'all. If I can end this, I will, but it's lagging. Let's see. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. I forgot how to end this. Let's see.